So this video is looking at the benefits of cloud computing for businesses. We've discussed some of these already, but let's have a look at them. We've got cost. We've got scalability. We've got continuity. We've got collaboration. We've got auto updates. And also we've got flexibility. I'm going to talk about each one of these one at a time. So let's go. So let's take cost as our first one. How can it reduce cost? Well, it means that we don't have to manage or maintain our own IT systems. It's done for us, third party, so it goes down. We don't need to worry about having to buy expensive hardware for new updates or upgrades, shall I say. So we don't need to buy expensive hardware for upgrades because the company who we outsource with will do it for us. If I want to get more RAM, I have to go to a shop and buy more RAM. In this situation, they'll do it for us on our behalf. We then got license fees. As I explained in the previous video, if you install software like an app on one computer, 2 computers, 3 computers, you may have to, based on contract, pay for each computer you install it on. If you do it via the cloud, through an application server, we won't have to do that. We also would have less need to have reduced expert staff, which will save us money. Think about it. If we don't have to have a technical team because we're outsourcing it to somebody else, it means we're spending less money on wages. And finally, energy consumption. With this situation, with energy consumption, it's basically saying that we don't have to spend money on our own servers, which cost a lot to run, because they're outsourced. On top of all of that, let me just go back to the license fees. Remember, a lot of cloud-based software is also subscription. Like Microsoft Word, you can pay per month, which will be cheaper than if you buy the software itself. So cost is our first advantage when we talk about for businesses. What next? The next one is scalability, which we talked about again previously. Scalability. The ease that we can get new hardware or reduce the amount of hardware when using cloud. So I used previously the example of a website. I'm using a cloud server. I'm only paying for X amount of storage because I don't need it that much. I'm paying for X amount of bandwidth because I don't need that much. All of a sudden, I get an increase in traffic at Christmas time. I get too many people trying to get onto my website. What I can just very quickly do is just upgrade and get more storage and more traffic, well, more bandwidth. It doesn't fill up, so I'm good. Christmas time is over. My sales go down. So the amount of usage is not as much. I can then downgrade again or downscale. That's how easy it is in cloud. We can get more, we can use less. Same with email. I might pay for another 100 gigabytes of email. I then might delete all my email to go back to 0 gigabytes and then might just use only 20 gigabytes instead, so I'm paying less. If I get too many emails and it's above 20 gigabytes, I can just pay for some more temporarily. Subscription based. The next one. My pen's gone. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Where's the pen? Okay, we've got it back. Is business continuity. Just imagine I didn't have the cloud and I just stored everything on my office, in my office building, on my own servers. All of a sudden, we get a power outage. So the power goes down. My servers go down. My servers go down. The people who work for me can't do their work. so they go home. Or we have our office, we store our servers remotely on the cloud. If there is a power outage in my office, we can go to Starbucks and we can still access our data. But not just that. So not only is it going to be downtime reduced, we have third parties, people, that's other people who are responsible for backing up for us, as well as ensuring that there's secure data. With all of these factors taking into account, business continuity, business can basically survive and continue as normal without any disruptions to anything. We then have collaboration. Think about Google Docs. We can have one person working on a document. On Google Docs, it allows other people to also work on the same document. They can add this. When they add this, it will also be added to this, $signs, whatever it may be. So it allows that collaboration, people to work together. But also it allows not only people to work together in the same business, but it allows me also to work with people from external. Let's imagine that we want someone to be in charge of our graphics. So I have a graphics artist. Don't ask me why it's got anything to do with this document. Let's imagine this document was a PowerPoint. And we want it to look nice. I can employ a graphics artist to also work on the same PowerPoint to improve the layout of it. So we're all working together. So again, it allows us to work with third parties collaboratively or people within our own office. It's secure and it's efficient. So it's great for projects and teams. We then have the easy one of automatic updates. We've talked about this a few times now. You have your server, you have a PC, Traditionally, if I want to put some software on this PC, I would install it like Microsoft Word. There needs to be an update. I need to go back to this computer and update it manually. I then need to update this one manually. Okay, we've got a new person who works for us. Let's now put all the stuff onto their computer. Oh, we've got another person now. Let's put all the stuff on their computer. That takes time. But if we're using cloud app servers, again, updates are done on the server and they're sent out, streamed to these different devices. This means that it's quick, efficient, and it's part of our agreement, so we might have that as part of our subscription deal. And finally, we've got flexibility. I don't need to talk too much about this because it's pretty simple. I can, when I'm in my office, access my work. I can also, if I'm in Spain on vacation, access my work. I can access it anywhere. I can access it if I was on a train going to a place. Access the server, which is as long as I've got internet connection, to do my work. That basically means that my work-life balance should be better because I'm not having to drive into the office all the time. I can work from home, for example, teleworking.